Alright, so we are back, and hopefully the video edit, I'll splice these back so that it's all one episode and not split into two.
I await your
But if this did get split into two episodes, I hope you have enough patience to stick around long enough to make the transition to this episode. Alright, I am getting closer to my true killers, which again are the whirlwinds. I think in the meantime I could use the support a Dreadnought gives. Well, I am not producing. As this battle goes on, I will need more and more generators, so I might as well build some.
I await your instructions.
And again, I'm always investing in my soldiers. Try to maximize these little war gear options, enhanced target finders, and heavy weapons increase.
Ever vigilant. Faith is our shield.
Scouts in position.
Heresy grows from idleness. The enemy is attacking. We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders received. Maintain attack formation. Fear denies faith. Heresy grows from idleness. Correct us. Orders received. What's your order?
While the enemies of the Emperor still operate where they can be
Onward to glory.
Alright, stop
We stand
and
ready.
kill. You guys, get back here.
To glory.
Seriously, it might be cheaper just to build a whole new squad. It takes 55 requisition or resources to get a new troop,
Stand ready.
or it's 216 to get a full squad. Let's see here. So it is slightly cheaper just to get a whole new squad,
Heresy grows from
but
idleness.
I'm occupied. I don't want to just... so that's finished. Now I can do... Okay, so I have to wait so I can get enough resources,
Awaiting orders.
but soon.
Yes, my lord.
In the meantime, did I
Yes,
build my
most
fortress
beneficent
monastery? I
one.
did not. I have to build one of these so I can build a whirlwind. But it's also very useful to have the apothecary, because they will heal my soldiers, and I'm mostly invested in having foot soldiers, especially for the long middle beginning part of the game. Alright. Alright. Next up.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Next up is the apothecary. In the actual game, the tabletop game, the apothecaries are mostly close combat guys. They're really not great at combat. They don't have any special bonuses to combat. They do grant feel no pain to the unit that they're in. But in this game, they're healers,
Requires my aid.
and units that are closer to apothecaries heal at a faster rate. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a few anti-tank weapons in the form of these missile launchers. You. Alright, you guys that are... Everyone should be shooting except for my assault marines. Try not to get drawn into close combat, please.
At your command. At your command.
Did I suffer any casualties? The heavy bolter is a very good anti-infantry weapon too.
Orders received, brother.
But against the orcs, it does seem like the area effects
Chose the battlefield awaits.
of
What's your order? What's your order? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
and it's like poetry.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
All right, so we're ready for whirlwinds. We just need enough resources up here at the top.
I await your instructions.
We're gonna need a lot of energy also, so I usually like to build 6 generators.
Initializing build protocol.
I guess I'll do that at the expense of building my first whirlwind.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Here to serve.
That's the only thermoplasma generator on the map. Way up there in the north portion of the map. Alright, now let's reap the benefits of the unlimited mod. And we do that by building whirlwinds. I'm going to move him over here because it seems like those assault troops from the orcs, they always end up right there, exactly where they just landed. So I've come to realize that the whirlwinds might be hurting my own troops by firing in there, but the thing is that the whirlwinds are at their best firing at lightly armored infantry. And the orc are so dangerous because the orcs have so many. They have really great offensive capabilities, but really low armor values. And that makes it easier for them to spam units, but they're more vulnerable to things like the whirlwind. So I can literally fire into my own ranks with whirlwinds, and because my marines are so heavily armored, they come out fine, but orcs do not. Alright, so I'm also about to build my first predator tank. And they're useful as specifically for anti-tank and anti-building purposes. And when I start moving forward, I'm going to need a lot of anti-building. There's a lot of like towers. There's a lot of orcs right here in this middle area, and by the time I get to this middle area, there will be then these little orc sleds that fire missiles, and so I'll need my anti-tank weapons strongly by that point. All right, building the night away.
Predator deployed. Predator at your command.
command.
Alright, so now it's also getting time for me to make my scouts invisible, so I'll research infiltrate. And that'll allow me to move my scouts forward and let the whirlwinds fire in behind them. Although I could probably use the whirlwinds, target the ground.
Marine squad deployed.
Target the ground right now. I don't really need to be able to see to shoot those guys. These guys, I'll go with the heavy bolter and the missile launcher.
That giant banner they have there. Knock it down. That will demoralize them.
Awaiting orders. Fear our wrath.
Alright, you three guys. Don't attack the ground, attack this guy.
Scouts here.
Are my scouts infiltrating? What's the deal? And eventually the orcs will have infiltrated units themselves. I think they're orc commandos. And orc commandos pack a lot of firepower.
At your command.
But they're pretty vulnerable.
ready.
I guess like most infiltrated units in the game. If you can turn invisible, you're probably pretty vulnerable once people can actually see you. I'm going to build one more whirlwind and then... Well, I'm going to build a lot more than one more, but I guess I like to have 4. With that kind of concentrated firepower, it is very tough for infantry to move against me. Alright, so now I'm going to take my scouts, move slightly forward.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind here.
Alright, I'm just going to let my shelling do most of the damage. It's great having long-range weapons, because you don't have to put your own soldiers in the line of fire, and you can just wipe out these buildings. It takes a little bit longer.
Predator tank here.
Twice as many assault troops as usual.
How can I serve? Who requires my aid?
Predator tank here.
It says it crushes the morale of nearby orcs when you destroy it, but it must also, you know, reveal infiltrated units, because as I get closer to it, it reveals my scouts.
My war banner! They got my war banner!
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Sorry guys, who's not shooting?
Heresy grows from idleness. Apothecary here. What are your needs? Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind here. Approaching target. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Moving out. Whirlwind artillery tank.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Now we see if you boys is worth to be called orcs.
Get in place, me boys. Fight and fight good. Oi! The killing spot is ours. Ours!
It's quite pleasurable to see all these bodies fly around. I mean, as long as they're the bodies of your enemies, it's pleasurable. Suppose that goes without saying. But you see, if that was in the corn, then the bodies of anyone flying around would be pleasurable to me.
Marine squad deployed.
Whirlwind artillery tanks deployed.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Predator tank here.
We stand ready. At your command. What's your order? How can I serve? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Predator tank here. We will destroy the enemy.
Ever vigilant.
Predator at your command.
Direct us.
Guys, don't get too far ahead.
Ever vigilant.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Maintain attack formation. Fear denies faith. Orders received. Onward to glory. At your command.
But you can really see the inaccuracy of the Ork army.
We are the
Shooting missiles that don't connect.
Whirlwind here. The machine spirit is prepared.
awaiting orders.
Predator at your command. Predator at your command.
The battlefield awaits.
Predator tank here.
Come back.
Objective Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
Whirlwind here.
Taking aim, apothecary here. Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received in place.
Predator at your command. Whirlwind here. Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Triangulating the tactical order. It will be done.
Alright, is there anything still shooting at me?
How can I serve?
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here prepared.
Fear denies apothecary here.
Predator tank here.
Alright, now I could actually use more scouts. Because they would be looking around. Scouts advancing my, my line of sight.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. For the glory of the Emperor.
I am taking some heat though.
Stand ready. How can I serve?
Predator deployed. Predator tank here. Moving out.
Did I build scouts? Yeah, there they
Yes,
are.
my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yes, most beneficent one? I shall obey.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind artillery tank here. An easy objective.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Oh. Did not mean to build a servitor, meant to build scouts. So, as you can see, I use my scouts. They're like sentries, right? They're a little bit ahead of the rest of the army, so that they can see or project my line of sight a lot further, so then my whirlwind can hit them at a great range. Alright.
What's so special about this killing spot of yours? Just take it
I
back.
await your instructions.
You watch your mouth there, you pimply grot.
What is your order? Apothecary here.
Scouts here. Scouts ready.
Here to serve. We follow in haste.
You know, I thought I would be generating more resources at this point. I suppose the parts of the map that I have already, you know, these strategic points, they're not generating as many resources as they were earlier. So my need to capture more is definitely growing.
Scouts in position.
Ork knobs. Look sharp, men. They must have a camp somewhere. If we come to them, they will not be coming to us.
Great, so the Ork Knob camp is right in the middle of their main base, so it's not like I have some great... Oh wait, so the Ork Knobs are down here. Those are probably the first people I'll go kill. Mainly so I can up my production of resources, so I can really have a big, strong army by the time I take on the full base that they have. Oh, my strategic points are decaying at a quick pace.
Ork tanks. Find the machine shops and put a stop to those contraptions.
Alright, so where are the war tracks? Very far south. Big Mech. Those guys can see infiltrated troops, making them very dangerous.
Fate is our shield. Nice, baby.
Ah, Land Raider, huh? Land Raiders are a bit of a hoss. I think what makes Land Raiders very great is that they can take a lot of damage, and they actually have pretty good. They have both anti-troop and anti-vehicle weapons. So like a Predator has the upgrades for twin las cannons, side spawns, and las cannons. Las cannons are great, I mean, but they're really mostly for heavy armor. While the Land Raider will have twin-linked heavy bolters in the front and twin-linked side spawns and las cannons, which are great for shooting things. Now, the thing is that they shoot a lot of different things. It's not just any one thing that they can shoot. I wonder why Grey Knights are cheaper than Assault Marines. They're not cheaper energy-wise. They do some stuff that's nice. If I'm going to build any Grey Knights, I might as well have
I await your instructions.
their ability to do that rapid-fire charge that they have.
Under fire. We will hold against this scum.
Land Raider deployed. Predator tank here. Predator at your command. We bring his will. As you command. As you command. Predator at your command. Land Raider at your disposal. Predator tank here. Predator tank here. His will be done.
Alright, so I'm now building up an army so that I can strongly, I want to be able to defend this with about as many soldiers, I don't know, a group like that. And then I'm putting some soldiers down here. They're eventually going to push into the south, clear out the south bases, so that I can claim those strategic points.
Land Raider deployed. Land Raider at your disposal. Predator tank here.
Apothecary here. Direct me to the injured. Squad embarking. Fear denies faith. Marine squad deployed. Faith is our shield.
Alright, so the Marine squad's principal role is to kill infantry, so I loaded them up with flamethrowers.
At your command. Cleanse. Burn. Faith is our shield. Heresy grows from the fallen shall be forever remembered. Fear denies faith.
Let's see here. So I got 3 Predators defending this territory. I feel like I do need more Marine units to go to battle with. I'm going to want at least 1 assault squad, right? I'm going to tie up
The
everyone.
Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. Let the purgation begin.
Alright, so I got Grey Knights. That's a pretty good assault squad. Any assault unit you'll want to have at least on yellow, because if they only have assault weapons and you set them to a long range assault stance, I mean a long range, like, so you won't, you know,
Let the purgation
if you set them to use ranged weapons, they'll almost never get into combat. It can be a real drag. Alright, so what I'm going to do is slowly move my scouts forward and blow stuff up with my whirlwinds from behind.
Ever vigilant.
And then my land raiders will be... My land raiders and predators here will be defending the whirlwinds.
Direct us to the enemy.
Whirlwind here. Predator tank here. Predator tank here. Moving out. Land Raider at your disposal.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Moving out.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Approaching target.
Suffer not the witch to live. Marine squad deployed. The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Strike them down with all your might! The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you.
We will destroy the enemy.
Death from above.
At your command. We bring his will. Predator tank here.
The warriors are in position on yours to command.
You'll see. The rock claw boys will stomp on good.
Direct us to the
We got tricks we ain't showed yet, we do.
Fear
You
of
just watch
Heretics will fall for us. The Ordo Malleus has sent us. Heresy grows behind us. The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. Yes, my lord.
God, don't get too spread out. These guys have got to remember their main role is to defend the tanks from guys with power claws and stuff like that. If those dudes get in close, they can actually wreck my tanks.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's final.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Holy shit.
At your command.
I don't have anything that can see invisibles. Get over here.
Scouts ready.
Returning to battle. What's your order?
One of these scout units
Yes,
is
my lord.
completely missing their skull. It's important to have these skulls because they can see the infiltrated units.
Under fire. At your command.
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste, with all due haste, with all due haste, with all due haste.
Fear denies me.
Alright, so those gun turrets, they also spot infiltrated units, and they will help with that problem.
The enemy is attacking.
Taking that Predator up there. Because fully expect other orcs to come in from this road, both of these roads. Still haven't even reached the Orc Knob base yet.
Strike them down with all your might. Strike them down with all your might.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Predator at your command.
Direct us to the enemy.
Position
Yes,
secure.
Lord. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. What is your will?
Taking hits. Taking
Yes,
damage.
Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Awaiting orders.
Predator at your command.
Direct us to the enemy.
Predator tank here.
Alright. Might as well continue this long-range bombardment. It is a pretty good way to attack them.
Taking hits.
Whirlwind artillery
Yes,
tank here.
Lord. Yes, Lord.
Predator deployed. Land Raider armored transport here. As you command. Land Raider armored transport here. We will destroy the enemy. Predator deployed. Predator at your command.
Taking damage.
I await your instructions.
Predator tank here. Land Raider armored transport here. Predator tank here.
Yes, most beneficent one. As you wish, I shall obey.
Land Raider at your disposal. Whirlwind here. As you command.
Fear denies strength. Taking hits.
Predator at your command.
Yes, my lord.
My powers are yours to command. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Follow my orders.
Alright, so my long-range bombardment continued to go well. I think pretty soon I'll take out the Knob Camp. Nutty Fist
Taking
Boys.
heavy fire.
Sounds like a strange porn movie. Or a strange pornographic movie.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Brothers, strike for the chapter and the Inquisition.
Land Raider at your disposal.
Ordo Malleus has
Land
sent
Raider
us to
armored
the
transport here.
At your command. Taking hits.
Predator at your command.
The enemies of men cannot stand before us. This is the judgment of the righteous.
Predator tank here. Land Raider at your disposal.
Taking damage will fall before us.
Land Raider armored transport
exist to serve.
The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you.
Predator at your command. His will be done. The machine spirit is prepared.
Position secure.
Approaching target. His will be done.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask.
Now I have a lot of resources.
Building sector 1 initiated.
I find later in the game, I inevitably have orcs.
Better watch out now! We's the orcs! The rock claw orcs! Hey!
Awaiting orders.
Whirlwind here. Approaching target.
Whoa, where are you
Whirlwind
going?
artillery tank here.
Alright, this little expeditionary force is going pretty well. I think I like my strategy of moving forward with land raiders, predators, and just having a few assault troops keep back up. I haven't even unloaded my troops yet. It's a lot better than what I first tried when a while ago when I played this map. I tried an approach where I took some land raiders and also even rhinos filled with marine squads and just dumped them all in the base, like just all of a sudden. And of course I did wipe out the base, but it was I lost a lot of infantry I didn't need to lose. So this sort of like shoot them at a distance strategy is a lot more, I think, it's a lot more sound.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
My knowledge.
Land raider at your disposal. Moving out. Predator tank here. Approaching target. Predator tank here.
Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you.
Whirlwind here. His will be done. Whirlwind here. An easy object. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Forward the team! Don't touch the team!
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Forward the team! Don't touch the team!
Looks like I lost an assault unit.
Predator at your command.
Tagging heads.
Land raider armored transport here.
voice.
Oh, they keep squashing everything they get to.
Oh, so that's where the fighter bombs are. These guys are taking some fire. Uh-oh. Get up there. Help these guys.
Warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
Fuck. Looks like my scouts just died. I really should have had more skulls available already.
Inquisition are yours to command.
Whirlwind here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery deployed. Enemy objective. Whirlwind here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery deployed.
Man, I am very vulnerable as long as these guys have their missiles.
They will never get good.
Alright, so I lost like 2 predators. I'm gonna have them rendezvous up here. I think my scouts were also killed.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
We can take anything they throw at us. But it would be less of a nuisance if we did not have these giant beasts on the field slowing our progress.
Scouts.
Squiggoths. Come from the main base? No, they come from down there.
This is the judgment
I do not like Squiggoths.
This is the judgment of the righteous!
Scum. Command.
Suffer not the witch to live.
Oh, my infantry might be dead.
Rooted out.
Predator tank here. The machine spirit is
Your
prepared.
command. Search commencing.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Looks like this guy will be repairing for a long time.
We stand ready.
Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider at your disposal. Predator tank here. Predator at your command. We bring his will. Predator at your command. Land Raider armored transport here.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Land Raider deployed.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. As you wish. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Predator at your command. Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Predator at your command.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Land Raider at your disposal.
Stop. Just want the scouts.
Commencing infiltration. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Area secured.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Yes, most beneficent one. As you wish. As you wish. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Predator at your command. As you command. This is a ride.
Yes, Lord. I exist to
Land Raider
serve.
at your disposal. His will be done. Whirlwind here.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey. Here to serve.
Taking damage.
Predator tank here.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Dodge, kill me! Dodge!
Yes, most beneficent one. Initiated. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated with following haste.
Man, that's taking forever to repair.
Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here.
Taking damage.
What is your will?
Land Raider armored
I
transport
await
here.
your instructions.
Land Raider at your disposal. As you command. The machine spirit is prepared. Predator at your command.
Taking heavy fire.
Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider at your disposal. Moving out. Land Raider at your disposal.
I await your instructions.
Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider deployed. Predator at your command. His will be done. Predator tank here. Predator tank here. Predator at your command.
Under fire.
Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider at your
Yes,
disposal.
Lord. I exist to serve. Here to serve. I shall obey.
Land Raider armored
Fear
transport here.
denies faith. We stand ready. The battlefield awaits.
Predator tank here.
Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one. I await your instructions.
Land Raider at your Land Raider deployed. Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider at your disposal.
Oh, I don't know why I thought they were.
Taking haste. Move out. Taking damage.
Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider at your disposal.
Direct us to the enemy.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
Direct us to the enemy.
Land Raider armored transport here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. As you command. Whirlwind here. Predator at your command. Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider armored transport here. Predator tank here.
Alright, death of the orcs. I don't want to take a whole lot of time. Nurse this victory out. Gonna just kill a few of the things that are down here. And then I'll make my way to the southern portion of the map. The southern portion is always a lot more difficult. They have all the squigoths. They also have all the anti-tank orc tracks that they're building.
Land Raider armored transport here.
The enemy is attacking.
This day shall be a glorious one.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Land Raider at your disposal. Whirlwind artillery tank here. This will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Land Raider at your disposal. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
Well, I've never really done this before, but let's build a lot of land raiders. Have a land raider party.
Land Raider armored transport here.
I built a lot of troops too, so maybe I could put the troops in the land raiders. That will help me smash the southern portion of the map.
Marine squad deployed.
Land Raider armored transport here. We will destroy the enemy. Land Raider at your disposal.
Taking damage. Marine squad deployed. Marine squad deployed.
Land Raider at your disposal.
So I've never really considered this strategy either.
Transport here.
I just park these guys right here. They're going to intercept all those troops that are always coming into the middle, harrying me right here. They want to intercept them all because it's still the southern or the northern portion of the map where these guys come from.
Marine squad deployed.
Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider armored transport here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Don't touch the team!
Whirlwind here. Land Raider armored transport here.
Marine squad
Land Raider
deployed.
at your disposal. Land Raider at your disposal.
Freaking airplanes.
Land Raider at your disposal. Predator tank here.
Taking heavy fire. Marine squad deployed.
Land Raider armored transport here. Predator at your command. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Land Raider at your Predator at your command. Land Raider armored
Marine
transport
squad
here.
deployed.
Predator at your command. Land
Lots of carnage.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. Predator tank here.
Awaiting orders. At your command.
Land Raider armored
Yes, my
transport
lord.
here.
Enemy is attacking.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. Predator tank here. Predator tank here. Land Raider armored transport here.
Land Raiders in this video game are so much better than they are in the tabletop game. Land Raiders haven't been very useful in the tabletop game in like years, if ever. The thing is that they're either too expensive or they don't pack a big enough punch. The fact that they're like transports and the fact that they mix being a transport and a heavy weapons platform means that they don't really do either terribly well. I guess that's also true of rhinos and all the rhino chassis vehicles. Truth is, I mean, Space Marines, I mean, to be competitive in the current tabletop meta, you actually have to use vehicles, especially a ton of rhinos and razorbacks. But the reality is that Space Marine vehicles have never been particularly great. And as much as you actually do need vehicles now to have a competitive Marine army in the current way that the game is played, other armies have always had better vehicles, especially the Imperial Guard.
Land Raider armored transport here. Predator at your command.
Taking damage.
Whirlwind here. Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
Land Raider deployed.
Right, these machine gun fire. Machine gun fire doesn't do much to a tank.
Predator at your command. Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here. We bring his will. As you command. Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider at your disposal.
Alright, so I'm doing 2 flamers, 2 missile launchers for most of these. You know what, some of them I'll give plasma. The flamethrowers are for the infantry, the missile launchers are for the buildings, and the few vehicles that the orcs do throw at me.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I'm going to call this Army Task Force 1. I'm mostly going to leave this task force I had that wiped out the southern portion of the map.
Whirlwind artillery
I'm going to
tank
leave them down here, sort of
Whirlwind artillery
roadblock.
tank here. Land Raider
Come back with Unit 1.
Land Raider armored transport here. His
Unit
will be
1's
done.
going to go into the south.
The machine spirit is prepared. An easy objective. Land Raider deployed.
Alright, in the interest of timeliness, I think I have a strong enough force to actually push into the orc camp.
Will be done.
I don't need to kill the squigoths.
Approaching
As
target.
far as I know, I don't get any benefit out of trying to kill,
Direct us to the enemy. Direct us to the enemy.
trying to complete these little subtasks. So this button here, attack move,
Awaiting orders.
that's going to have my soldiers move to a point, but attack any enemies that they encounter along the way.
Sent us to aid you. We strike with the
attack. You guys.
Whirlwind here. His will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Approaching target. Land Raider armored transport here. The machine spirit here.
Going to main base! I've had enough of you. Now my boys will show you how it's done.
Oh, so there's another different squad? I hope not. Did I leave my defenses intact?
Never vigilant. For the glory of the
More sluggers! More sluggers! More!
Should actually use some dreadnoughts. Sort of hand-to-hand melee. Alright, if you're not killing something, you are not doing your job.
We stand ready.
Keep killing. Everyone concentrate fire on that settlement.
We stand ready.
Alright. Taking out that settlement, I won the level. This is a it's a great victory because again on the other maps the orcs are really difficult. Playing with the unlimited mod, they will Zerg rush me and chase me off of the map. So by taking out their fortress, I prevent them from attacking me, launching counterattacks, because they could drive me out. Any territorial gains I make, I could have had undone by an orc invasion. So this, I actually consider maybe the orcs the toughest opponent that Space Marines have. In my other playthroughs, maybe Dark Eldar are also a serious threat. And again, it's not the stronghold that makes the orc a threat. It's all the other maps. When they're free, they don't have to use that script. They become so much more dangerous.
In terms of fighting orcs, the Blood Ravens found as great a challenge in the Rocklaw Mountains as any they had ever faced. First was the
I don't know if that's true. The orcs were very difficult, but I do feel like attacking them at their stronghold is actually their most vulnerable spot. Let's see here. I think I actually have 2 selections available, and I didn't use it the first time. So I'm going to go with Rogel's Fist, who I assume that is Rogel Dorn. I can't believe that they have a I can't believe that they have a piece of equipment forged by Rogel Dorn, and then they have a second piece of equipment that they would use instead of Rogel Dorn's fist. Because, I mean, to be given something by a Primarch and then to go ahead and use a different weapon is pretty damn un-Space Marine-like. That's pretty ridiculous. The other thing is that, I mean, the Blood Ravens are not strongly attached to any Primarch, or we should say that everyone suspects that their Primarch fell to chaos, and they erased that whole part of their history. So, let's see here. What does the chapter banner do? Increases morale and health. Probably increases morale and health for like everyone in a certain radius, I would half expect. Health and regeneration. Speed and health. I don't know if I find the teleporter that useful. Alright, so I guess my main enemies in the near future are going to be Tau. So I might as well up my ranged defense. Alright, and the other thing is that Ork Stronghold gives you really good requisition. It gets plus 100. So I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. Let this whole thing cycle. And then I'm going to end this episode. Hopefully I don't have to defend myself against another attack anytime too soon. Oh, that was interesting. Looks like the Imperial Guard actually managed to capture a Tau territory on that moon. So actually the Imperial Guard, how did they even do that? That's Necrons. Oh, Necrons invaded from this world with the rings. It looks like Saturn. They invaded the moon that orbits the world that I'm currently on. And now the Necrons have an army actually in position that could potentially launch an attack on Cerealia. They could also launch an attack on the Tau. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce Cerealia because I'm not currently there. So I think the best reinforcements, get some troops, get some of these servitors. That's an extra servitor. And I suppose I'll go ahead. I don't think assault troops. Let me think here. I mean, the main thing is to survive the initial Zerg rush that the computer launches at you when you first start a mission. So I do use assault troops to tie up my foes. So that territory could be invaded by Necrons, it could be invaded by Tau. In fact, right now there's not an army in position to invade the Ork Stronghold that I'm currently in. There's not an army in position to invade my own base. So I might as well invest a lot in the defense of Cerealia. And with that, I am going to save the game. Call it episode 2. And I hope y'all have a, it's like freaking 2 a.m. here, so have a great night. I hope you're dreaming well. Yeah, I will talk to y'all later.